21 plus years ago, I was finishing up a 100-mile hike on the Appalachian Trail, and it was a solo backpack effort, and I was laying in a hammock on the last day going, man, why do I enjoy this so much? What can I do? How can I make a difference? At ICO, we take kids from the inner city into the outdoors. That includes on the water with canoe trips. That includes camping trips, hikes around the mountains, around the Appalachian Trail here in the central Pennsylvania area. We've taken kids to the beach. To see a child's face for the first time see the ocean is tremendous.
When I first got here, I looked around and it looked like a scene in a movie. At the bay, it was fun. We found some horseshoe crabs and it was big.
We're catching fish and other types of sea life, and it's a catch and release, so that means that we catch them and then we study them and see if they're doing well and we release them back into the bay.
We've connected up with the Harrisburg School District and specifically Marshall School, the math science program. We're able to work with the teachers and the students at the same time. We're finding that they're participating better in their school work and at home. They love coming out for these events because they don't get these opportunities to be out in nature and just to run and to be with fellow friends.
So I got involved with ICO because my brother, Joe, he invited me to the canoe trip. And so I went and I liked it. I don't usually visit places like this. I just come on field trips and I learn many things.
It's giving kids a chance to experience stuff they don't get to experience and improving their lives in a lot of ways. And it can make a big difference in a kid's life just to get out of the city and explore a little bit. Tremendous difference.
Outside was not something that interested me, and they made me go on ICO trips, and it really opened my eyes to what I could be when I got older. I go to a STEM high school that focuses on science and math. I wasn't planning to do that. My science grades are amazing, and I'm looking at science in college and studying biology.
At first I was like, I'm never gonna go outside. I'm not gonna go get in the canoe. I'm not gonna dig in dirt. I'm not gonna do all these other nasty things. And then once I ended up doing it, I was like, wow, I learned so much by being hands-on instead of going online and looking it up or reading it in a book. Seeing it firsthand is just something that you can't replace.
Kids that were scared of bugs and scared of being outside and never had gone camping, or hiking, they have this sense of pride that they've been able to paddle the Susquehanna. They bike the Greenbelt and they're like, I tell them it's 21 mile bike or whatever. They're like, we can never do it. I'm like, yes, you can. And they do it and they get done and they're just so proud of themselves. And that sense of accomplishment that they feel is invaluable.
When you share your knowledge with the outdoors, with kids, they suddenly become stewards of the earth. They understand, gee, I shouldn't litter. No, I shouldn't do these types of things. And so it makes a big difference to our world. ICO needs volunteers. We need good people that enjoy working outdoors, enjoy working with children. It's going to be a big reward for them in the long run.
I don't think you really need to be an outdoor person even to help on an outing, because the kids are starting from square one, and you can too.
At ICO, we really need administrative help. They can participate and help us out greatly if they would help us do our books, help us write letters, help us with any kind of administrative help. We need that sort of help also. So don't think that you have to be an outdoors person to be part of ICO and volunteer your time. We need it in many different ways.
Just being in the woods with kids and teaching them about trees and teaching them about plants and the animals that live there and how they survive, it's really eye-opening.
The experience changes you, seeing that things actually contribute to the environment, and even the littlest creatures that you didn't imagine play a role in your water and your air.
It took me out of my comfort zone because I've never been on a canoe or been in the lakes and rivers, and I was like very nervous, and I was like, well, what if I don't like it? But we went on it and it ended up being a whole bunch of fun.
It's a real challenge for kids that have never done backpacking or never done camping or building fires or figuring out water comes from a spring. It's a whole different world.
I learned how to assemble a tent. I thought it would be really complicated, but it was actually easier than I thought it was going to be.
I noticed that my kids, when they take one of our tests for science, that any of my kids who have gone on our ICO trip score higher in earth science.
The kids that I run into that have been part of the program in previous years are always remarking at how it shifted their life, that things started to open up differently for them, that new light bulbs went off in their world, and how they can deal better with other people and themselves because of being with the ICO program.
You know, ICO is such a rewarding program. We get so much out of being part of it and teaching kids the outdoors that at the end of the day, after all the hard work and all the hours of planning and trip events, it's just phenomenal. As a person, you just feel so good at the end of the day.